Okay, a simple but important foundation of freeboarding is choosing the right shoe to ride in. Some of this is personal preference, but it's things I've noticed to be helpful over the years. So first, I'll start by saying you want to find a shoe that allows your foot to be perfectly centered over your deck. So you'll have equal toe and heel overhang. I see a lot of people that are starting out with way too much heel overhang, and that's going to make it very difficult to balance. So a way to obviously make that work evenly is to adjust the binding, but sometimes the design of the shoe can prevent the binding from kind of being in this like almost perfect position, I would say, where you have an easy escape but a good enough pressure to keep your foot in there that also keeps it centered. So those three things need to kind of all go together, and the design of the shoe has an impact on that potentially. The next thing I look for is the top part and how it's constructed. I prefer kind of a one-piece construction as much as possible, and this is for safety and comfort reasons. So if it's just one flush piece kind of like this, it's really easy to escape the binding quickly if I need to. And the way that these laces are makes it nice and flush, so with this binding putting pressure on top of my foot there, it's not too uncomfortable as opposed to this design. So I've ridden these kind of shoes before, not these ones specifically. I just brought them out to show you guys. But this flap design is very uncomfortable, and it has some awkward issues because of the way it is. So first of all, when you put your foot in there, the binding is going to put pressure over this area of your foot on these things, and it's going to just create a hot spot on top of your foot. It's going to be uncomfortable. Next, these things sometimes fold over, and it gets awkward going in and out of the binding. And again, you don't want it to be awkward for either, really, especially going out. The other design flaw with these is this plastic toe thing. So again, I've had issues where you try to escape quickly and it just gets caught awkwardly because it just has that little bit of grip. So I try to avoid shoes designed like that. The other thing you kind of want to think about is just the sides of the shoes. You will be having your shoe up against the side of the binding, so this design probably won't have too much impact against that. But you know, if there's some kind of crazy design on the side, you might have some weird, again, pressure hot spots on your foot, which will be uncomfortable. So just keep those things in mind when you're picking a shoe as far as the comfort and safety of it goes, okay? The next thing, again, I would just say durability. The sides are going to get messed up. The bottoms are going to get messed up. The tops are going to get messed up, just like any other skate shoe. So pretty much consider it, you know, sacrificial lamb. It is what it is. The next thing I would consider is just high tops versus low tops. I prefer more ankle movement, so I do low tops. If you like a little more support, go high tops. And yeah, pretty much those several things will get you started in the right direction. Again, very important to have your shoe allow your foot to be centered and escape quickly and easily, okay? Very important, those two things. The rest is going to take some experimentation, try some different pairs of shoes, see what feels more comfortable for you, and get out there and shred.